What is up, Crockxen clan members, fairy tale fans, and others who will sound fun in this video? I'm SoresanCrockxen. Today, we are here with episode 52 of Fairy Tale Series 2. And, I don't know if this is the start of the Tartaros arc, because I don't read the manga, but I have a feeling that it might be. I'm going to actually talk to a friend of mine tomorrow, because he does read the manga, and I'm going to be like, hey, did you watch the episode yesterday? Is this the start of the arc, or, like, is this, like, something completely different? Because I don't know. It feels like it is, but we'll just have to wait and see. But it was a very intriguing episode. It was nice. We got to. I've never seen Brave Masters, and I don't ever plan to, because honestly, from what I know of it, it's kind of a fairy tale clone. So I don't know if I would be interested in watching a fairy tale clone. The same thing with like Sket Dance. I watch Sket Dance, and I know Gintama is kind of the same thing, just in a different spin. So I will never watch Gintama because I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe am I not weird for that? I don't think I am. But anyways, we had a little, a little nod to Brave Masters in there. We got to see, Flare again. I don't understand the purpose of her showing up in the episode at all, but maybe she'll have some kind of importance later on. And then we got to see the fourth strongest wizard saint in the world. Well, not the world, the Fjord, which was nice. It was really nice to see that. I don't understand how he got into that, because I know I read the Zero manga, which is like the prequel to Fairy Tail. It shows Mavis and her squad and her group and how Fairy Tail was formed, and he was a part of it. So I'm wondering if they're gonna actually like touch that side manga in the anime to give us some sort of clues of this whole past era. Because Fairy Tail Zero is completely separate from the Fairy Tail manga, so it's its own storyline. I wouldn't mind seeing that animated, because it's really interesting what they do in there. But anyways, so he sent a special request asking for Natsu and Grey. Those two particularly. They had just gotten back from a mission where they both completed it, but then spent 3 days fighting each other because of reasons. That's just what they do. So because it's such a high-ranking person, well, Ersa, Lucy, and Wendy decide to go with them, as well as Happy and Charlie, because they don't trust them. They get there, he's like a tree, right? That's why I said earlier, I want to know how he changed into that, which I assume we're going to see in the Fairy Tail Zero manga, because he's now like a tree person, and he's still alive after 100 years. Very intriguing stuff. So I'm really looking forward to like maybe some sort of explanation. But he gives them a mission that there's this city that is completely frozen over. It was a city that worshipped never ending flame. Like this fire never went out. It was just always constantly burning. And it just happened to be frozen over, and they don't know why. He doesn't know why. And the thing is, he knows that the people are still alive in there. And then Ersa decides to ask. Well, I mean, like she was very respectful about it, but she was like, I'm really confused as to why somebody like of your stature, right, of your ranking, would be asking us for help in this matter. Like, why can't you take care of it yourself? And he gives them a nice reason, a nice speech. He's like, well, the council gives rankings sometimes without actually consulting the person. He himself feels like he knows that there's other people that are stronger than him. He's actually doesn't feel like he's as powerful as they make him out to be. But he's actually, from what we see at the end, he seems like he's very capable. But the way he explains it is, there's different types of magic, and that's he doesn't feel like his is more capable for like combat. It's more like a support, which I can see it. But the thing is, he used that as a gateway to lead into how guilds are formed. you have a specific type of magic that does a certain thing, and then you have comrades that have different types of magic that do different things. And then you all have your strengths and weaknesses, and the way it works is that your team, your weaknesses are covered by his strengths, and then your strengths are covering his weaknesses, and that's how guilds are formed. They're formed with the bond of you being able to cover somebody else's downside, and then working together as a group, and then that creates a guild, which is it was a nice way to see, like it was a nice thing to see. And then he basically like tells them where the place is at. It's pretty far, and so he basically transports them to the area via a giant living tree. Yes, it was a cherry blossom tree that sprouted from the ground, took all of them, and then literally just started going over to the area. They were literally riding a cherry tree, a cherry blossom tree. It was ridiculous. It was awesome. And then this, like, I saw that. I'm like, bruh, you are not weak at all. And even and there's a comments on this. Like, he was probably being modest because this is pretty badass. And it really is. The fact that he can make a tree literally just grow from nothing and be able to literally be alive and transport somebody, that is pretty cool. Especially since he said it's like 2,000 kilometers away, which I mean, I don't really know the conversion rate here, but I'm pretty sure that's over 800 miles. Uh, so that's pretty far away. It might be like close to, it might be over 1,000 miles away, which is pretty far. And so he was able to carry them, and then we got to see, like I already knew who it was. He has a flashback of when Mavis created Fairy Tale, and so he's reminiscing on how, well, he sees them, and he's like, wow, these people, like, they've really grown, they've really changed it, but they still hold the spirit of Mavis. Like, Mavis's creation is still alive and well inside these kids. And we see like a little like picture of like when they took their commemorative picture of the guild, and how it was nice. It was nice. Now, what makes me question is that there's one character missing in that photo, so I really want to know what the heck happened to her. I'm not gonna say who she is, or anything, in case you don't read the manga, the Fairy Tail Zero manga at least. But it really interests me. I was really wondering why she wasn't in there. I'm gonna assume that they're probably gonna explain that in Fairy Tail Zero at some point. But anyways, it was a great episode. It's obviously opening up an arc, so, or like at least some type of, plot line here. I really hope it's the Tartaro stuff, because I can't specifically say because I don't read the actual manga to know for a fact. I have a feeling that that's what this is, and I'm really looking forward to it. My friend has told me a lot of things about it. Like, he doesn't spoil me, but he was always excited when he was reading it. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see what this is gonna do. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Link in the description down below so you can watch it on Crunchyroll if you have an account, those. If not, you're going to have to wait till next week. I apologize. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm SoresanCrockxen, and I'll see you guys in future videos.